wall hangings, plant hangers, bags, or keychains. If you want a macrame kit that covers almost everything, this is how you can build one. Hey everyone, it's Nicole here and welcome to BOCHIKNOT Macrame. In this video, I will be going over how you can build the ultimate macrame starter kit so that you have the right materials and the right amount of materials and tools and supplies so that it will cover the majority of macrame projects. Now, if you're just starting out or casually making macrame as a hobby and you don't want too many unnecessary things on hand, I'll be walking you through exactly what you need in this ultimate materials box from the cord, supplies, and the tools that you will actually use. And with that said, let's jump right in. If you are traveling lots or if you're just starting out with macrame and you want to build a materials box with some of the cords and supplies you need for a lot of the basic macrame projects, I can go over some of those materials and how much you would need. So as for cord, I would say the majority of macrame projects are made with either 3mm cord or 4mm cord. So this is a roll of 100 meters of 3mm natural colored cord. I would say 3mm is slightly more popular, but it really depends what you're trying to make. My personal recommendation is I definitely have a roll or two at least of 3mm cord and then a roll of 4mm cord. Now one roll of 3mm or 4mm 100 meters, so this is 4mm 100 meters, 3mm 100 meters. I'd say one roll of these can make 1 to 2 smaller projects and about 1 medium to large size project. So either 2 smaller projects or 1 medium to large project for each. So if you like mixing and matching different colors together, then I would stick with the 100-meter rolls and get a few more 100-meter rolls of different colors so you can mix and match or use different colors for different types of projects. But if you like a certain color and you plan on using that color for the majority of your projects, say natural, since that's the most popular color for modern macrame nowadays, you can opt for a larger size roll, which is more cost effective and more compact. So this is actually a 4mm single strand roll. So this is a 220-meter roll approximately, so it's more than double the size of the roll here. And so a roll like this, you can actually make quite a few projects. We actually have another size up, which is our jumbo roll size, which is double the size of this regular roll. Now, if you're traveling lots, you may want to stick with something you might be able to fit in a suitcase, so maybe the 100-meter rolls is preferable for you, or just a few rolls of these regular size rolls will do. So knowing that and knowing that about 50 meters makes a small project and 80 to 100 meters makes a medium to large size project, then you can go about seeing how much cord you will want at once. Now for larger wall hangings, you may want to use 5mm cord. 4mm cord works as well, you'll just need more of it. 5mm cord for a large size wall hanging projects, depending on the intricacies of the knots, you may need maybe 150 up to 200 meters of cord for that. So we talked about roll size and the amount of cord that you may need for your project. As a little refresher, I would keep a few rolls of 3mm and 4mm cord in your materials box for sure. And then as for the type of cords that you may want, it is also based on personal preference. So whether it's single strand, 3-ply, or braided, if you want more structure in your projects, so a little bit more texture, as you can see, this is 3-ply. It's definitely a little bit more texturized than the single strand cord, which is more flat and smooth looking. If you want more structure in your projects, I would go for 3-ply or braided. If you want it to fringe out easily and nicely, then single strand is the way to go. 3-ply you can still fringe. You can unwind the 3-ply strands and then comb through. You'd get more of a crimped look with 3-ply instead of a smooth fluffy fringe. But if you use some product on it, it would eventually straighten out for 3-ply as well. Braided does not fringe out easily, so if you're just looking to make something with a lot of sturdiness, then braided is your go-to. Color is also a personal preference, but natural off-white, as I said before, is the most popular modern macrame color nowadays. So if you're into that aesthetic, the natural is the way to go. If you prefer other colors, such as sage or other pastel colors, then include some of those in your mix so that you can mix and match colors for your projects. As for other materials and supplies, if you like making wall hangings on the smaller side, then the 12-inch wooden dowel is your go-to material for that. If you like medium size, then you would have to go with a longer length. Rings for plant hangers are great to have. They're small enough that they're easy to carry around, but you don't necessarily need these because you can always create a handle with just knots. So if you don't want to carry too much stuff around, then you just need to alter the pattern by making your own plant hanger handles with the cords you are using. And of course, if you're making key rings or keychains, then you may want some swivel lobster clasps or key rings. As for tools, sharp scissors are a must. These are made from high carbon steel. I love these. They glide through macrame cord like butter, which is great. Not a lot of regular scissors can do that, but these can. They are on the bulkier size. They're quite heavy. So if you are traveling lots and you don't want something super bulky to have with you, there are other options that are still sharp and they are more compact. Measuring tape is also a must, especially when it comes to measuring cord lengths for your projects. This, along with scissors, is a must for every single macrame project, since you always have to measure and cut cords. And then a fringe comb, of course, if you are fringing out any ends, any tassels, any of the cords, a fringe comb is a must for that. And then a lot of times when you're making very intricate projects with double half-hitch knots or whatnot, and you have loose ends that you need to tuck from behind, then a crochet hook is your go-to. A crochet hook is also very helpful when it comes to untying knots as well, and I can do a separate video for that. And that is what I would have in an ideal macrame materials box. And that concludes our how to build the ultimate macrame materials box tutorial. I hope that this video helped you guys in determining the ultimate materials box for your guys' macrame journey. Whether you're a beginner or always on the go, really don't need too many things to make macrame with. A lot of times cord and your hands are all you need, along with some important tools like scissors and measuring tape. I do have to warn you though, macrame does get a little addictive after a while, and because there's so many different cords, colors, types to choose from, you might end up spending a little bit more than what you need. So a little bit of self-control may be needed. If you find you're struggling with any aspect of macrame and you want to get some of your burning questions answered, you may be interested in joining our macrame community over on Patreon, where we host a monthly Q&A session to answer all your questions from the community. For more details, check out the link in the video description below. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.